Okay, so hello, Sisma Bisari and Bravata. Welcome back to the class. And yeah, good evening. Hello, everyone.
Yeah,
How's
good
life today?
evening, bro.
Evening, bro, sis.
I don't
Okay.
feel better today.
Oh, so you mean that you are under the weather?
Yeah,
Okay, I see. I'm sorry to hear that, by the way, sis. And
yeah,
I hope that you get better soon, yes, speed recovery, by the way.
yeah. I take medicine already.
Okay. So why? Did you get headache or dizzy?
Uh, I have stomach aches.
Okay.
Stomach aches. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah.
you have stomach.
If I
That's not
don't
good,
eat
right?
carefully, I mean, if I don't select food carefully, sometimes I will get trouble with my stomach. Yeah.
Okay, I see, I see. Yeah, so I hope that you will get better soon so that later you can be better as well and then without feeling the getting stomach ache kayak gitu ya tanpa ngerasa. So right now I'm gonna show you the lessons of us. By the way, when I look at our lessons today, Francis, yeah, so it's related with the topic, especially with the people here, especially you, si Salvisari, karena kayaknya Salvisari banyak pengalaman tentang ini deh, kayaknya. Ya, what is that? So this one. Day 19, we are talking about I am an ambassador. Ya, saya di sini adalah duta besar. Wow. Speaking in the scenario of an ambassador. Jadi kita akan berbicara dengan skenario sebagai seorang duta besar, teman-teman. Oke. Okay. Indonesia, it is. Indonesia, which the largest archipelago in the world, consists of, okay, 18,000 and 108 and 108 islands. It has 5 big islands and other 30 smaller group which paired along the equator. Okay, so wait, nah, and then which gave Indonesia a tropical climate throughout the year. The most populated and the largest island are Sumatra and Java. The other islands, which are also as important and famous as Sumatra and Java, are Kalimantan, Sulawesi, and Irian Jaya. The capital city of Indonesia is located in Java, Jakarta, which has about the same size as Singapore, Jakarta, and then it's around, oh wait, how to say that? Oh, this one. 750.28 kilometer. Yeah. Wait, by the way, Francis. Nah, the Singapore, this one. Wih, lebih besar Indonesia justru ya daripada Singapura sendiri. I just know about that, by the way. Okay. So, jadi Indonesia itu adalah salah satu kepulauan terbesar di dunia ya, teman-teman ya. Yang mana di situ ada atau berisi sekitar 18.108 pulau yang mana it has five big islands dan juga memiliki 5 pulau besar, other 30 smaller groups atau punya 30 kelompok yang lebih kecil which paired along the equator yang mana itu tersebar di seluruh Indonesia seperti itu ya di penjurunya. And then which gave Indonesian a tropical climate. Yang ini membuat atau memberi Indonesia iklim yang tropis and then throughout the year. The most populated and largest island are Sumatra and Java. Jadi yang paling berpopulasi, yang paling banyak populasinya dan juga paling luas pulaunya, okay, itu adalah Sumatera dan juga Jawa ya. The other island which are also important, jadi pulau-pulau lainnya yang mana itu juga penting dan atau aminat sepenting dan juga terkenal Sumatera dan Jawa itu adalah Kalimantan, Sulawesi dan Irian Jaya. The capital city of Indonesia is located in Java. Jadi capital city it's already changed, right? Udah ganti ya teman-teman ya. Sudah ganti ibu kotanya bahwasanya di sini adalah located in Java yaitu di Jakarta, yang mana punya ukuran yang sama dengan Singapura ya, atau Singapura. Jakarta itu sekitar 750,28 km kuadrat di sini, dan juga Singapura adalah 707,1 km kuadrat di sini. Okay, so that's what I mean, by the way, Sis Novisari and Bro Fata, Bro Halim here. Okay, what do you think, or what comes up to your mind, Sis Novisari, when you saw the topic, this one, or the questions related to your job, right?
Yeah, this topic is about environmental issues here.
So being an ambassador, or I can say that this one, humanist, I can say like this one, humanist environment, atau lebih ke kayak lingkungan hidup kayak gitu ya, lingkungan kehidupan. And so those are the questions about the environment. The first one, so I'll go with, maybe coba kita tanya ke teman-teman yang lain dulu di sini bahwasanya, okay, Bro Fata, what do you know about the 3R principle, bro? Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Apa yang Bro Fata ketahui tentang itu, bro? Don't forget to use the speaking pattern, right?
Oh yeah, that's a difficult question, I think. But talking about reduce, reuse, and recycle, I ever heard the three principles, and I ever read about reduce, reuse, and recycle in a book in school. Yeah, I think it's like maybe something like reducing. Sorry, no. One of the way to reduce the negative impact.
No, the negative impact.
Yeah, on our environment. Yeah, it's like reducing the use of energy, and then recycling the things or the materials that no used. Yeah, that's it, bro.
Okay, I see. Yeah, it's really good. By the way, you have to try. You have tried the best, yeah, or give your best opinion. It's really okay. By the way, Bro Fata. And then for the second one, I'll go with Bro Halim. Halim, so what do you know about the 3R principle? Reduce, reuse, and recycle, Bro Halim. Hello, Bro Halim.
Good evening, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, bro Fata, Sis Novi. Thank you. What do you know about the 3R principle, reduce, reuse, and recycle? Oh, I think this is quite to answer, but for me, we know 3R principle, reduce, reuse, recycle was management. The 3R principle is waste management is a sequence of steps needed to ensure good waste management. The purpose of the 3R principle is to reduce or prevent waste production in the first place. And the problem, if we heard the problem of plastic waste in Indonesia is still something that is worrying. I think according to me in Indonesia, Plastic Industry Association, or INAPLAS, if you know, and the Central Statistic BPS plastic was in Indonesia weighs 16.4 million ton per year. I think Indonesia in one of the second largest contribution of plastic was the sea in the world. uh, I don't dream if in Indonesia in 2040 it is
Mhm.
estimated that the plastic population in Indonesia will be greater than the first population. So the 3R principle reduce, reuse, recycle is one of the effective ways to manage waste. This principle to reduce the amount of waste produced and recyclable waste. I think that is my opinion, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, for giving me opinion, and then yeah, that's true that you said, by the way, bro, about the 3R principle. And as I know as well, if we talk about the 3R principle, it's a kind of the principle or the methods that being developed, yeah, by the government as well, because we try to reduce a number of garbage that we have, because guys, start from household and then our small thing, yeah, we will earn or we can save a lot of our garbage like that. So that's a principle that being developed by the government, try for reducing a number of garbage that I know. And then what about, maybe I can know that more from Sister Visari. So what do you think, Sister Visari?
Yeah, thank you, bro. Yeah, and also my friend here. I agree with all of you about your explanation relating to the 3R principle: reduce, reuse, and recycle. So actually, the 3R principle is one of the best way to manage and deal with waste.
Okay.
So this is specifically we talk about waste. So for example, the meaning reduce here is mean that we try to reduce the number of waste. So we have to uh to reduce the number of waste,
Or
and
the
then,
usage of it, ya,
yeah,
penggunaannya.
and also for the reuse, it means that this is still relating with the reduce. So we try to use, if we can still use it, for example, the paper. If we can still use it, this is part of we reuse something. So with this we can reduce the number of waste in the world. And then recycle bin, this is part, if we can 2 minutes and we can recycle it to be a new goods, and it still can be used for us. So this is part of the how we contribute to 3R principle in our environment issues. So this is my understanding relating to the 3R principle. But I also works, actually I don't work in these parts.
Oh,
Part
yeah.
of my job is relating to the forest. And we also have 3R principle, but especially in peatland. So
Oh,
yeah, maybe I will introduce you the meaning 3R in peatland. This is part of the program how we restore degraded peatland. So the first R is for rewetting of peatland, and then second R, revegetation of bare peatland, and then third R is revitalization, sorry bro,
mm.
revitalization of local livelihood. So in my job, we try to implement, we try to implement 3R principle in Pitland with that program. Yeah, that's my answer. Thank you.
Okay, so I got new knowledge as well here. So maybe if you like Bro Fata or Bro Halim, after listening or after hearing the informations from Sis Nofisari about that, maybe if you want to ask something to Sis Nofisari to make it clear, it's really okay, by the way, because we talked about this one as well.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Me,
Mm-hmm.
I just wanna about the differences between reuse and recycle.
Okay, so
Yeah,
maybe
reuse,
reuse and
recycle.
recycle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you know, okay, yeah. So, Sis Nofisari, I please you.
yeah, yeah. Can I answer this question, bro?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true.
Thank you. What a great question, bro. Fatah, ya. Recycle, it's mean that we have to process the waste before we produce a new thing from this material. So this is the meaning of recycle. The different thing between reuse, before we call it as waste, actually we can use it. So for example, the paper. For example, the paper, we have print some document, print out, we have print out some document, and after that, we don't want to use that document anymore. So basically, before we throw them out into the bin, we can reuse it. So for example, if we need to print out something, again, we don't need to use new paper, but we can
Mm.
reuse this paper from the previous document that we don't use it anymore. So this is part of reuse. If recycle, we have to collect the waste, and after that, we will process it to be a new thing. So for
Okay.
example, part of the recycle, if we collect waste of paper, and after that we process it, and then we will produce a new paper, but with different quality, and it will be a new thing, a new good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see, yeah.
Uh,
So maybe it's just like this one as well. Can you guys imagine like this one? Maybe if we use the way we reuse, so maybe I can imagine it that if we want to buy something, so we have to know or we have to think twice about the usage of that. Jadi kegunaan or the advantages of using that things, or we can use it again or not, something like that. Or as easy as this one, we imagine it maybe the policy that right now try to reduce the buy try to reduce the buying of maybe mineral water with the bottle, but we can go with this one as well, branches. We can go with tumbler, so that's a reuse. So tumbler, we can use it many times. We only need to add the water. But if the recycle, so we will use like maybe the bottle of aqua, something like, or a mineral. Of course, we still can use it, by the way, but we have the limitations of the time. We have the limit of the time or of the usage of that thing. Jadi ada batasan ya dalam penggunaannya, walaupun kita gunakan kembali botolnya seperti itu ya. Sehingga botolnya tidak. But after that, we can collect all of that waste, become one, and then we have to process that into the new things. Okay, such as like maybe to be the like a part of or the ingredient of aspal, maybe Francis, kayak gitu. Itu kan bisa dari plastik juga, teman-teman. Jadi kalau reuse itu kita maybe this one, the what is that? I can say that the principle that right now trying to be developed as well is the usage of, we will not using plastic anymore. Okay, if we go to the to the supermarket, but we have to use our own, what is that, or paper bag, something like that, or kayak kantong sendiri kayak gitu. Nah, itu adalah salah satu upaya reuse. Jadi kantong itu bisa digunakan untuk beberapa kali. Sedangkan plastik kan mungkin bisa kita pakai terus kita buang kayak gitu ya. Tapi dengan kita buang pun itu ada prosesnya dengan cara recycle. Nanti the plastic we will process it and make it make it into the other thing kayak gitu. Jadi membuatnya menjadi hal lain. Seperti itu, Bro Fatah. Maybe that's my understanding by the way about that. Jadi itu kayak pengalaman saya dan juga pengertian dari saya, sepemahaman saya seperti itu, Bro.
Yeah,
So
okay.
maybe can you solve that point?
Okay, thank you for your awesome explanation, Sis Novi and Bro Yahya. Thank you. Jadi
Okay.
intinya kalau reuse itu bisa langsung digunakan lagi, kalau recycle itu harus diproses dulu ya.
Iya, jadi mungkin gambarannya bahwasannya kalau itu adalah upaya reuse, itu adalah upaya di mana kita menggunakan barang yang masih kita bisa gunakan secara berulang-ulang, kita gunakan kembali. Sedangkan recycle itu dengan cara barang yang sudah tidak bisa digunakan, kita masih bisa olah menjadi sebuah barang baru seperti itu. Dan itu juga bisa digunakan nantinya. Seperti itu. Itu adalah upaya recycle, Bro. Dengan reuse, bentuk bahan yang sama yang kita gunakan. Seperti itu. Okay, so maybe can you accept my this one my answer maybe, Bro Fatah?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, by the way, bro. And then for the next one, I would like to ask these questions to Bro Halim first, maybe. Bro Halim, how to reduce the bad effects of global warming in everyday life, bro? Jadi menurut Bro, what do you think about that? How to reduce the bad effects of global warming in everyday life?
Number second, bro.
Yeah, the second question.
How to reduce the bad effect of global warming is everyday life. I see, but I have some time to think about it, bro.
Okay, yeah.
In my honest opinion, global warming can be overcome with real action by all human beings in various corners of the world. The exploitation of nature that has been carried out so far must be controlled properly. Referring to the definition of global warming above, here some simple effort to overcome it. At first, reducing the use of motorized vehicle, maybe.
Yeah.
And the second, maintaining the sustainable of nature. And three, controlling electric use in my house. And four, controlling waste.
Sorry, controlling?
Controlling waste.
Oh, waste.
I think waste can release hazardous gas into the air. In addition to causing a bad smell, this hazardous gas can also cause a greenhouse effect that causes the sun heat to be trapped of the Earth's surface.
Okay.
So, global warming can be overcome with real action by human being in various corners. I think that is my opinion, bro.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much, by the way, for your opinion and then your answer, bro Halim. And then for the next one, I'll go with Sister Pisari. So, what do you think, Sister Pisari? How to reduce the bad effects of global warming in everyday life?
Yeah, this is my favorite question, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, we could not avoid of global warming effect in our life. But the thing that we can do, we have to mitigate and also adapt, yeah, to the effect of global warming. So if we want to reduce the bad effects, I agree with Bro Halim. So we have to reduce the I don't think that we can reduce the number of motorcycle because this is the best transportation, yeah, for mobilization in our life. So the thing that we can do, maybe from now we start to use renewable energy, that we call it green energy. This is part how we can to avoid and reduce the effect of global warming. So when you use bioenergy, for example, pertama biodiesel, you will find it in gas stations. This is
Mm,
part of your contribution to reduce the bad effect of global warming. And then we have to keep our forest
mm-mm.
still green, and yeah, try to avoid opening our forest, because if we lose our forest, it means that we will let carbon to release in the air. So it means that we will increase the effect of global warming. So this is our responsible, yeah. It's not belong to scientists, I mean government or forestry researcher. uh, so this is responsible all of the people in the world, because the effect of global warming is not it's not feel, yeah, it's not felt by certain people, but
Mm-mm.
we will get all the effect of global warming.
Okay.
So we have to start from our life. So we try to avoid using fossil fuel. So
Fossil
this
fuel.
is, yeah, so this is part of our contribution, but it will have significant effects. And then we have to keep our forest, and the last things, maybe oh, I forget.
What is that?
Yeah, maybe I would mention only two things about this question, bro. That's all. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, so for the next one right now, I'll go here with the opinion from Bro Fata. So what do you think about the second question, Bro Fata? How to reduce the bad effects of global warming in everyday life? Hello, Bro Fata?
Yeah, hello, bro. Sorry,
Okay.
I have been calling,
Oh,
but,
okay.
but it's finished. Yeah. Okay. Number two. Yeah.
Number two.
Number two. How to reduce the bad effect of global warming in everyday life? Yeah, maybe I can't answer as long as Bro Novi Sari and
Oh, say some
Bro
sorry.
Yes, Sis Novisari and Bro Halim. In my opinion, maybe we can reduce the waste. We can use plastic bag that we can reuse again, and we can ride the bike when we go to office maybe, and then
The main point, try to this one here, reducing of the,
energy,
I mean, like, what is that?
emission.
Yeah, the emissions, yeah,
Yeah,
emission gas.
I mean like that. Then we should throw the rubbish in its place. Yeah, so
Okay.
we mustn't no littering. We mustn't littering. And yeah, that's it, bro. My opinion.
Yeah, we have no idea about that because it's a kind of advanced questions for being or the scenario of being an ambassador, yeah.
Yeah.
Seorang ambassador, it's really hard, by the way. Okay. So thank you so much, Bro Fata, for your opinion as well. And then
Yeah.
for the next one here, number 3, Francis, what is the definitions of packet as a temporary trash can, and what does it mean? So here maybe I would like to try to give my opinion ya. If we translate into bahasa, itu mungkin menjadi saku adalah saku sebagai sebuah sampah sementara, teman-teman, atau tempat sampah sementara. Then what does it mean? So guys, as people here, we consume all of the thing which covered by plastic or anything right now, right? So of course we have to try to find the best place to throw away or to throw the waste atau sampah kita seperti itu, teman-teman. Okay. So that if we will not find the maybe like no, it's not trash bag. I mean like this one, rubbish bin around us, so that we can use our pocket first to keep that until we find the rubbish bin and then throw that into the rubbish bin. Jadi itu mungkin menurut pandangan saya seperti itu, teman-teman. About the pocket as a temporary in the trash can. Okay, so what about the others opinion? Mungkin dari Sis Sofisari, Bro Fata, dan juga Bro Halim. Can you add something maybe?
Okay, I'm the first, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I have no idea to answer it, but I'll try to answer based on the question. Pocket as a temporary trash can. I think it's like when we are in somewhere and we can't find the rubbish bin, so we can use our pocket to keep our trash for a while. And yeah, my experience, I always do like that when I eat sweet or snacks. Then there is no rubbish bin, so I'm used to keep the sweet or snack wrappers in my bag or in a pocket. Yeah. So pocket is a temporary trash can. I think, yeah. It just like rubbish bin for a while.
Yeah, for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Yeah, that's a kind of, so that here is a temporary atau sementara saja kayak.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what about the others? Maybe Sofisari maybe?
Yeah, I agree with you, Bro Yahya and Bro Fata. But the question is coming to my mind. If the size of the waste is big, how we can keep it in our pocket?
Yeah, that's true, by the way. Maybe I don't think about it, by the way, sis. Tadi saya juga nggak memikirkan tentang itu juga ya. But as I know, maybe after consuming something like that. Okay, so when we go somewhere, because all of the things that we eat, that we consume, right, yang kita konsumsi kayak gitu ya, it's covered by the plastic, right, or the things that can be waste, bisa menjadi sampah kayak gitu. So that here maybe, yeah, it's kind of only the small thing that we can keep it in our pocket like that. So such as like maybe the cover of candy kayak gitu ya teman-teman, atau dari bungkus permen, dan juga berupa mungkin bungkus makanan-makanan, dan itu bisa jadi sementara lah, tempat sampah sementara before we start it. So we will before we put it into the real place, because that's a better, we keep that into our pocket, then we have to throw it, or we have to do littering kayak gitu ya, atau melakukan buang sampah sembarangan. So it's a better for me, by the way. But yeah, I couldn't imagine as well that if it's a kind of big maybe, and then it's a wet trash as well ya, kayak atau sampah or yang basah kayak itu gimana juga, pasti basah juga nanti ya di kantong kayak gitu. Mungkin itu hanya gambaran kecilnya saja sih gitu ya. Jadi untuk sampah-sampah yang kecil saja sih Sofi Sari.
Yeah.
Oke. Hah?
This phrases, this phrase, maybe this is but how we contribute to our environment,
Yep.
even it is small thing, but this is also important for us to implement this thing, because we need to keep our environment to be we have to save our earth actually. And I think that's the meaning of pocket as temporary trash can. So we have to put something in the right place, in
Oh,
the right place. I think maybe that's the meaning.
Yeah.
Pocket as a temporary trash can.
Yeah, that's right. So you can imagine it, by the way, if you bring a big dress, that is like after this one. Apa biasanya yang besar ya? Besar dan nggak cukup di kantong, tapi yang nggak besar-besar banget. Tapi kita pasti beli apa contohnya? What is that? Can you imagine it, by the way? Sari maybe?
Yeah, maybe we buy sosis bakar.
Oh yeah,
or a small
and then we
snack.
get with the plastic covered like that, right? Dengan wadah plastiknya. Okay, I see. So that it's a very big as well. So the way how to keep it, maybe it's not only the bucket, but also we can use our hand, right, to be the temporary trash can as well. We can keep it while grab it kayak gitu sambil memegang, dan ya setidaknya pegang aja kayak gitu ya. Nggak perlu dimasukin kantong juga kayak gitu. Kalau emang cukup ya boleh kayak gitu. Okay, so right, what about Bro Halim? Do you have an opinion about that? Maybe Bro Halim?
Okay, bro.
Hmm?
Okay, I think I agree with bro Fata with the movement of we can use pocket as a temporary trash can. Like candy wrapper can be pocket before finding real trash can. So example, we can use a tissue, we can pocket them first before we find a trash can. And in addition to pocket, we can also use our bags as temporary to store fairly less trash such as used drink bottle, and sometimes if we buy online, I think there are wrappers. We are very sure that is often encouraged. So we must tag in my pocket at the first before buying a crash I think like this, bro.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that's true, maybe. Okay, so right now, maybe let's jump it into the next slide. Wow, it's so kind of hard to think, by the way, Princess, to dipikirkan ya about the questions. Only some of the questions. Maybe, is there anyone here who wants to give the opinion about the question number 4? If there is no, we can jump it into the 5 or the last questions directly, Francis. Because I have no idea about that. Like, what do you think about schools that do not yet have an environmental program, and then how do you study an environmental program in schools? Maybe as a teacher, could you give me maybe your opinion, Bro Fatah?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think, Bro Fatah? As a teacher, okay, try to think and then start the environmental programs in the school, bro.
Okay. That's a nice question, bro. Talking about it. Well, I think it's terrible.
Hmm?
Because that school maybe the appearance of that school is uncomfortable if that school have no environment program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Program. It's a problem.
Program, yeah.
Program.
If that school have no environment program, maybe when teaching learning process become uncomfortable as well.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then how you do you start an environment program in school? We can do the simple thing, but not everyone can do that. Yeah, it's throwing the rubbish in its place or no littering, because with that we can keep our school environment. Then the toilet cleaning, the toilet, kebersihan toilet,
Okay. The clearance.
the clearance, yeah. Then take care of school park activity. Then Friday clean activity, and it usually held in my school 2 weeks, once in 2 weeks, Friday clean activity.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah.
We have that as well at the time.
Yeah. Usually on that day, all students and all teachers do clean, yeah, do clean all,
Cleaning.
yeah, do cleaning, yeah, the whole of rooms of school.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I see.
But before we do that, usually we do exercise together like senam sehat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a kind of aerobics together like that for sure.
Yeah. Maybe that's it, bro.
Okay, I see. That's very good. So any additionals maybe from the others, from Sis Novisari or Bro Halim, kalau ada mau tambahan silahkan.
Yeah, I will add yeah some comment. Yeah.
Hmm?
I feel so sad if there is school that don't have any environmental program, because a school is also the best place to teach students, especially for our children, our next generation that's the responsible of keeping our earth, saving our earth is not all generation responsibility. So if they are not teach from beginnings, I worry.
They are not touched. Yeah.
They are not thoughts, yeah. They are not thoughts from beginnings. I worry when they're getting older, they will not takes and also contribute to save our earth. So this is my additional comment on this question.
Okay. Yeah, I see. What about Bro Halim? Do you have any additional, maybe, Bro Halim?
Okay, Bro Yahya, Sis Novi, and Bro Atfata. That's a good question, to be honest. Like Bro Fata as when Bro Fata as a teacher, I have ever student when I in elementary school, and I think how to maintain the school environment must be done by all students. I think teacher give me student knowledge and says to be must keep clean, and when my school comfortable from clean and comfortable school environment, I think young student as a generation are great, who are qualified and have character. It can be said that school have played a very big role. Therefore, so that the knowledge given by teacher can be obtained optimally, it is necessary to create a comfortable and safe atmosphere. I think Bro Fata every day give a student how to maintain the school environment. Children like how a school must always be keep clean and well maintained. The task of maintaining the cleaning of the school is not only carried out by the cleaning staff, but also the task of the school community. But a teacher and student, here are some ways to create a comfortable and healthy learning. For example, how to throwing trash in the trash. And the second, avoid using plastic, maybe. And three, routine carrying out clean Friday. Just know, Bro Fata, how give children Friday is give a routine a clean every Friday. Maybe in Army or TNI Polri on Friday they use clean among the apa ya di sekitar kantor ya bro ya, itu ada program TNI Polri harus olahraga dan kebersihan. And the third main thing, clean its toilet and give a schedule picket in our school when I ever in elementary school on a senior high school. I think teacher give me education for me how to make an environment in my school give me comfortable. I think like this. That's my opinion, Bro Fatah, Bro Sis Novi, and Bro Yahya. Thank you.
Bro Yahya is not in this room, in the Zoom. I
Yeah.
think he has
His
trouble,
laptop.
yeah. He has
Yeah,
trouble with
blank.
his internet connections.
Good, very good. Break room.
Oh,
Yeah, it seems like we are in the break room, yeah. Break room season, yeah. Breakout room.
I think this Novi knows environment in school, and bro Fatah as a teacher. I think every day give me how to make environment the school to be comfortable. Don't you, Bro Fatah?
Sorry, pardon. Can you repeat that?
Uh, Bro Fatah, as a teacher, I
Yeah.
think every day, give me a student education how to make environment in school to be comfortable. Don't you?
Yeah. I always do that. And each class, each room have schedule pickets. Yeah. So every day, the students clean their room and then throw the rubbish into the rubbish bin, like that, bro.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I think that is your mandatory in your school to make comfortable, you bro.
Yeah. And you know, bro and sis, the students in my school, they sudah terbiasa, ya, sudah terbiasa to keep their room clean.
Clean.
Yeah. And they always throw the snack wrappers into the rubbish bin.
Is there any punishment, bro, if their student or teacher make mistake in keeping our class clean?
Yeah, something like that, but I think it's not punishment. Yeah, it's not punishment. Yeah, it just to make them aware, to make them realize. Yeah, like commitment. So it's not punishment, but only commitment. If one of them or one student do not throw the rubbish into the rubbish bin, it's room many rules there. Yeah, it's room many rules, like the students have to put the rubbish and then clean. And once more, the student will memorizing one hadith or one daily doa. That's his Novisari.
Kebersihan sebagian dari
Oke.
iman.
Enggak, maksudnya kalau ada yang melanggar itu komitmennya harus mengambil sampahnya dan dibuang, kemudian harus menghafalkan satu hadis atau doa-doa.
Doa
Iya.
hukumannya.
Nah,
Kayaknya positif berarti.
iya.
Really nice, Bro Fatah.
Iya.
So you education religion.
Iya, bro. I'll try to be religious.
Yes.
And
Talking
So,
about environment,
do
I
we
think.
have to wait Bro Yahya
yeah,
to join this room again?
kayaknya kok ini ya. Open the group WhatsApp and Bro Yahya said his laptop is error.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
No,
yes.
no worries.
So do we continue? Will we continue or stop?
I think it's already 1 hour.
Yeah, it's already 1 hour, right?
I think this lesson is not exercise is how to maintain and preserve the environment because this novi is your job maybe.
Yeah, this is part of my job, the topic for today. Yeah.
So I hear you can speak well. That is your job, your expertise how to maintain about environment. Very well.
Yeah, that's correct, bro. I'm working on forestry research institution. So yeah, environmental issue is part of my research. So then, yeah, I have some experience relating to this issue.
Okay, thank you.
Shall we close now our class?
Okay, I think it's enough, bro and sis.
Yeah, I think so.
Time is over.
Bro Fata is the host for this room.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm the
you are
host.
the host, bro. So
Okay.
when you close this, I mean when you leave the Zoom, and then all of us automatically will
Oh,
leave this room. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Thank
Bro,
you.
I just said tomorrow is the last lesson, so Saturday night, we can join again when apa ya?
Once more.
Once more again ya. So tomorrow Saturday night, bro, I just said yesterday.
Bro Halim, will you join tomorrow?
Yeah, I must join on Saturday night. So
Okay, she's not
we
join.
must.
Yeah.
I still with my wife only, so my children not at home.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, see you
I think it's enough,
tomorrow,
yeah.
bro and sis.
Yeah.
It's enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
See you
very much. See you
tomorrow. Bye
Thank you,
tomorrow.
Sis
bye.
Novi. Bro Halim, see you.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.